These are the headline news for tonight. Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi receives courtesy visit from Undang Luak Johol. Status change of Bintulu port resolved efficiently and effectively. Sarawak to establish climate change centre. Sarawak government agrees to standardise salary increment. UKAS 2024 outreach programme strengthens Sarawak government's relationship among youth. Good evening. The Governor of Sarawak, Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar, received a courtesy call from Undang Luak Johol, Dato Johan Pahlawan Lela Perkasa Setiawan Dato Muhammad Abdullah at the Astana Negeri Sarawak here on Thursday. The visit, which took place at the invitation of Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi, served as a familiarization session between the two head of state since Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi's appointment as the Governor of Sarawak on January 26. Dato Johan Pahlawan Lela Perkasa Setiawan, accompanied by his wife, Tok Wan Farida Hanum Jaafar, and their entourage, arrived safely in Kuching a day earlier and are scheduled to return today. His Royal Highness Tuanku Dato Undang Luak Johol is the ruler as defined in Article 160(2) of the Federal Constitution regarding the definition of ruler for Negeri Sembilan Darul Khusus and the Chief Administrator for Luak Johol. Luak Johol is one of the districts that form the state of Negeri Sembilan. The process of changing the status of Bintulu port to a Sarawak port has been resolved efficiently and effectively. Sarawak Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg disclosed that a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) between the federal government and the Sarawak government has been signed to facilitate this process. He noted that the entire handover process is expected to be completed by the end of this year.
I wish also to record my appreciation to the Prime Minister and the federal government for their cooperation and support. I am confident that the pending matters under MA 63 will also gain the federal government's endorsement and finalization.
He made these remarks during his winding-up speech at the recently concluded 19th Sarawak State Legislative Assembly Dun session on Wednesday. Transport Minister Anthony Loke previously informed that the entire operation of the port will be fully handed over to the Sarawak government by 2025. The MOU regarding the status change was signed between Anthony and Sarawak Deputy Premier, with also the Minister for Infrastructure and Port Development, Dato Amar Douglas Uga Embas, witnessed by Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim and Dato Patinggi Abang Zohari in Putrajaya last March. The Sarawak government is establishing a climate change centre to coordinate, manage and support all climate change initiatives and carbon trading in Sarawak. Sarawak Premier Dato Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato Abang Openg said that the study on establishing this important centre has now reached its completion stage, paving the way for its upcoming development.
Mr. Speaker, we are crafting a climate change policy to establish a carbon footprint baseline. This effort will empower communities, businesses and policymakers to tackle emissions and promote low carbon technologies, paving the way for a sustainable future for Sarawak.
He further commented that the Sarawak government is also crafting low-carbon society blueprints to improve waste and flood management, cut urban carbon emissions and promote green technology and practices to minimize climate change impacts. Meanwhile, Dato Patinggi Abang Zohari disclosed that the Sarawak government has agreed to implement salary adjustments in line with those made at the federal level. He said the GPS government welcomes Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim's announcement of a salary increase of over 13% for federal civil servants starting this December. Therefore, he decided the GPS government will also implement salary adjustments to appreciate the commitment and sacrifices of all Sarawak civil servants.
Buat masa ini, kita sedang menjalankan kajian terperinci mengenai pelarasaan ini agar ianya lebih kompetitif, selaras dengan tugas dan tanggungjawab penjawat awam Sarawak serta kekuatan keuangan kerajaan Sarawak. InsyaAllah, saya akan mengumumkan hasil kajian ini dalam tempoh terdekat tertakluk kepada perincian detail pelarasan gaji yang akan dikeluarkan oleh Kerajaan Persekutuan yang dijangka diketahui hanya dalam bajet Persekutuan hujung tahun ini.
He noted that the salary increase for Sarawak civil servants might also be better than that of the federal government. The UKAS 2024 outreach program implemented by the Sarawak government through the Sarawak Public Communications Unit UKAS will serve as a platform to strengthen the relationship between the state government and youth, particularly students of higher education institutions (IPT). Deputy Minister in the Sarawak Premier's Department, Corporate Affairs, Information and UKAS, Dato' Abdullah Saidal, explained that the program is part of a series of community or engagement programs with society that focus on youth and IPT students. He emphasized that this program is crucial because through UKAS, the initiatives of the Sarawak government can be shared with students.
Kita juga dalam masa yang sama akan berjumpa dengan beberapa pelajar dan melihat pandangan mereka tentang apa yang kita lakukan di peringkat kerajaan, tentang kepentingan, especially that relate to their interest and future. Kita juga sebab kita ada merangka polisi tentang masa depan kepentingan pelajar semua. Contohnya kita ingin pandangan mereka tentang cadangan yang berhormat Premier Kerajaan Sarawak untuk memberi yuran percuma dalam masa 2-3 tahun akan datang. So hanya universiti milik kerajaan ini.
He made these remarks when approached by reporters after the UKAS 2024 outreach program, empowering UiTM Sarawak branch students, Kota Samarahan campus, here on Thursday. In another development, when responding to media inquiries regarding the issue of opening admission to non-Bumiputra students at University Technology Mara, UiTM, he believed there was no issue arising as there have been no discussions on the matter. Therefore, he is confident in the existing allocation to maintain UiTM as a platform or repository for Bumiputra individuals to receive the best education. And that's the English edition with me, Jocelyn. More news can be found in our official portal, ukas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. Representing the UKAS staff before ending tonight's bulletin, we would like to extend our heartfelt wishes for Happy Teachers' Day to all educators throughout Malaysia. Let us all look forward to and enliven the 21st Sukma Sarawak 2024 Games this coming August. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.